Hey, what's up everybody? How's it going? Zach here with Car Talk with Zach, and thanks for tuning in. Before I get started on this beautiful 2021 Chevrolet Suburban, make sure you click down below, check out my Car Talk with Zach YouTube channel, and click subscribe so you don't miss anything. I mean, now that I'm doing video content, all of my car reviews are going to hit here on YouTube, so I don't want you to miss anything, because I do have some fun things planned now that the weather's warming up, and I'm gonna have some pretty active, pretty exciting cars coming up. But without further ado, let me kind of show you around this 2021 Chevrolet Suburban. This is a LT edition, so it's kind of mid-range on the Suburban lineup. You know, this one's been completely redesigned in 2021. Out front you've got this really nice big bold grille with the LED running lights. They turn amber for the turn signal, but you know, nice bold stance, really good design, and it's kind of in your face. It's a big vehicle, so it needs to have that big nice aggressive front fascia. As you come around the vehicle, you know, I really like the redesign of this thing, and I'll write more about this, but the scale of this thing, man, this thing is 19 feet long, just under 19 feet long. So there's a ton of room in the Suburban, and I think General Motors and Chevrolet, they did a nice job, you know, with the proportions. It doesn't look obese, it doesn't look you know, out of proportion. Everything looks nice. I like the use of the chrome and brushed aluminum along the top and below the windows there. Also on the fixed running boards, you've got nice chrome accents. Coming around the side and the back here, again, really nice use of chrome in the back. You know, it's just a nice place to be. Good looking car all the way around. There's a little individual Chevrolet symbols there, so a little bit of attention to detail. You know, I do like how the back windows, kind of the roof line kind of looks to float there, where they've blackened out that pillar there. So it's a nice looking design, sharp body lines. I mean, you can really see that this thing's all new. And you know, with the 2021 redesign, the Suburban got bigger, bolder, and better in just about all ways. It has a new independent rear suspension, which I talked a little bit about in my review of the Yukon Denali, and that's allowed for greater third row room, as well as more room in the back. So I'll open the back up for you, and you can really see why people buy the Suburban when they need the extra space. And there is a ton of space back here behind the third row. A lot of really usable space. A little tray there for shallow items, but a lot of really good usable space. And again, that's behind the third row. This thing is enormous. Nice vehicle. Come back around and show you the inside, and then we'll take it for a spin and tell you what I think about it. Every day's taco day. Had Fuzzy's Tacos for lunch just a few minutes ago, but inside, you know, again, completely redesigned. Everything's new in the new Suburban. I'll climb in here. Analog gauges. There's a little digital screen there that you can configure however you want to show you what you want. General Motors new gift lever, or gear shift lever is really kind of neat. Just push and pull for the gear that you want. Navigation is not standard in the LT, but this one does have Apple CarPlay, so you can pull your map up right there on the infotainment screen. You've got wireless charging for your wireless devices, heated seats. Overall, it's a pretty nice place to be. So I'll spin around here. You can see how much space there is. Enormous panoramic roof, but that's a second and third row back there, plus all the space I just showed you before. So it's a big vehicle. It's good for big families, big active families, and you know, I think next let's get it out on the road and see what we think about it. All right, well, here we are back in the 2021 Suburban LT. Picked this thing up from Laird Noller yesterday. You know, I just reviewed the GMC Yukon Denali, and when I saw this hit the inventory at Laird Noller, I decided to take a stab at it because I was kind of curious how the Suburban paired up with the Yukon Denali. Now, obviously, Denali is the top of the GMC range. This is not the top of the Suburban Chevrolet range. They call it the High Country, I think is what they call their top of the line in the Suburban. This is, like I said, just kind of middle of the range. The Suburban starts with the LS and then goes to the LT, which is what this is, and then there's the RST, the Z71, and then the High Country. So you can get as much as you want in the Suburban, but I primarily wanted to get behind the wheel of the Suburban just because it is longer. I mean, I mentioned earlier it's almost 19 feet long. This is a lot of vehicle, and get some airflow in here. It's warming up here in Lawrence, Kansas. It's a lot of vehicle. You know, I've got 3 kids. For an active family, you know, you wouldn't run out of space in this, I can tell you that. There's a lot of space back there. You know, driving position, I'm sitting up kind of tall. Seats are firm and supportive, but soft yet at the same time. There's plenty of soft touch materials around. Good stitching on the dashboard. I will say this wood grain is definitely not wood grain. It's very plasticky, but it looks good. You know, overall, just a nice vehicle. That's about what I would expect. Got heated seats. It is 4-wheel drive, automatic 4-wheel drive. Yeah, this one's powered by the smaller V8 that's an option with Chevrolet. This has got 355 horsepower, and it's matched to a 10-speed automatic transmission. So, you know, I do like these 10-speed transmissions. There's always, it seems like the gearing is always just about right. You know, I can lean into it here. It's quiet, it's refined, it's smooth, it's comfortable. It's really quite nice, to be honest with you. I mentioned just a minute ago the seating position is kind of up high, and when you buy a big full-size SUV like this, I think most people do want to sit up high. The other thing I might note is, while it's 19 feet long, and I mentioned this in the Yukon Denali as well, that was a big vehicle also, not 19 feet long, but it doesn't feel as big as it is. I mean, I know this is a big vehicle, but driving it around, it doesn't feel that big. It doesn't feel big to park. It doesn't feel big to turn on and off the street or whatever, maneuver around cars in the neighborhood. It feels good. It feels right. You know, I've been in vehicles that feel really obtuse, like the Infiniti QX80. To me, feels like an enormous vehicle. These things just don't feel as big as they are. I'm not quite sure how General Motors does that, but this is 2 for 2. You know, big vehicles that don't feel like they're too big. You can hear this thing's really quiet. And this thing, you know, it does have a big V8 powering it, but so the power's there, but it's not too loud or, you know, obnoxious. Yep, when you lean into it, the power is definitely there. So I think this screen here is a little over 10 inches. It's nice. Right now it's picked up my Apple CarPlay, but you can exit out of that, and you've got audio controls, phone, you've got Wi-Fi, your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. There's a trailering app. There's cameras. This one doesn't have the 360 monitor, but there's camera there if you want to hook a trailer up to it. It'll show you right where the trailer is, so you can hitch right up to it. All your climate controls and everything, you can access those from up here, or there's knobs and buttons down here, which I do like. It's nice and responsive. There's no lag. It is a Bose speaker system, so audio sounds really good. Yeah, this one, you know, it's got 28,000 miles. It's 2021. It's a good car, and overall, I'm impressed with it. So that being said, thank you for tuning in again. This is my 4th video. Like I said, all my reviews now are going to come with video content because I really want you to hear the car, see the car, experience the car with me. And as I mentioned earlier, I do have some really exciting vehicles planned. I've met a guy that has a Nissan GTR, so we're gonna have some fun with that. I've got a friend who's got a Porsche 911 GT3, which I'm obsessed with, and so we're gonna go out and have a little fun with it. So yeah, there's some good sporty stuff coming. I know I've been focused on the SUVs, but that's what's been available, and now that the weather's getting nice and people want to get their fun cars back out, we'll be getting out with them. So stay tuned. If you haven't, again, please do click subscribe so you don't miss anything, and thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.